All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Welcome, everyone. It's your boy, Chaos the Boss, and I am back with another gaming banger, banger, banger. Chaos the Boss, and I am back with another gaming banger, banger. So, yeah, guys, I know I promised y'all that I would start doing more content, and I am, but I had a small setback happen to me. One of my laptops went completely out and I'm half a desktop away from it going out. So right now I got to figure out how I can replace my laptop, and then later on down the line, figure out how to fix my desktop so I can keep going. And even my PS4 went out. But these things happen, you know. If you're trying to get in the game and you're trying to um, do something legit, you got to expect setbacks, and hey, I figured out a way to keep on broadcasting, and hey, that's God bless. So decided to get back to our cars mechanic series. So as you see, the last build I started on, and I thought that I was recording the build, but for some reason it did not record. So I'm gonna have to do another segment starting now with a new car. I know I had started off with the DBS Aston Martin car, but yeah, that did not come through. So we're going to do another story car, and then after that, we're going to go ahead on and do my favorite Dodge car. Because now we have made enough money to really start doing some serious, doing something serious. If you look at some of my series in the past, you see that I've done a whole lot of upgrading. I basically have upgraded everything. As you can see now, I have my dyno up. I've decorated the shop. I got my paint shop up. And as you can see, I have my tester up. Where I can do, now light alignments, wheel alignments, check the suspension and everything. So we got a full shop now. I even got the scrap metal thing up so that we can do upgrades on our already improved parts. I got my full paint shop up and running. Where I not only do I can be able to do paint jobs, but I can be able to do different designs and everything. So with that being said, let's get it going. So this is my inside shop now. As you see, I painted this bad boy. I got to redo the doors. I didn't realize I got burgundy doors, so I got to redo the doors to match the shop interior. But I think I like our shop. You know what I'm saying. So with that being said, let's go ahead on and give her a good wash. Let's go ahead and do that before we do this story time car here and make sure she's clean so that we can figure out what's going on with her and be able to replace as many parts as we can on. Oh yeah, I can be able to do body work and everything. I can repair stuff if I want to. Whenever we're doing body work jobs and things of that nature. So yeah, we full on right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get it started. So now we got to figure out what's going on. Hey dude, you recognize me? Not sure. I am an internet star of car racing. Well, perhaps a rising star. I go by the name RM. This is my new car project. I just snapped it from a junkyard for now. It looks like a piece of junk, yeah, but we can make it a gem. I mean, you can, but nobody has to know that, right? Are you in with the project? If so, I hope so. I just want you to check if it starts up before the first episode. And you got a whole lot of damn parts on here for somebody just to ask if it's gonna crank the hell up. I mean, I can do that. I think throughout the series, though, he's gonna start bringing back his car, like you said, so that it can be fixed and all. So I'm just gonna do exactly what he asked to do. The first time I did this, I had enough money and I rebuilt his whole dang on car. And we'll think about the rest later. Thanks. We'll see you on Import. So okay, let's check the car out. So now we got all the equipment and means to check the car out. So the first thing we got to do is not running. So I'm pretty sure it has everything to do with. We're gonna start with the electronics because if we just got it out the junkyard, that means all those relays are more than likely garbage. See, 6, 11, 19, 23. Yeah, pretty much the entire board needs to be changed out before you even attempt to try to start the car. Along with the fuel injector, the fuel filters, and all that other stuff. It's gonna be. So of course we got to change all of that out, and then this is not gonna crank. Uh, so let's go ahead on and change this box out because you got to pretty much replace all the relays up in here. So that ain't gonna cost much to do anything. So. Nothing but reds and browns looking. I mean, yellow and red, excuse me. To me, it looked brownish, but I guess you could say yellow and red if you want to go want to be technical about it. So we got to change all the liquids out of this bad boy. So might as well go ahead on and get that started. Like I said, I'm gonna make him bring this car back. I ain't about to fix everything. Okay. What I will do, however, is I will fix that because I can fix that pretty much for free. I can see if I can fix the radiator and get that back. Fuel filter, the battery, of course, I can recharge that free of charge. Fuel filter, shit that would cost absolutely nothing to do, and get that started. So, take that out. Let's see if there's some of this stuff I can fix without buying. You know, if I can do that, that'll cost me even less money. Huh. The fuel filter, all of that out. So we definitely need to get a fuel filter. We'll start with that. Yeah, fuel filter. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You taking one of them. Costs way too much money. Now for what I'm doing to this car, you lost your mind. Okay, so let me take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead on and get a yeah. Okay, but the fan and everything else looks like it could be fixed. All right, so let me go on and get this. Right, so put a fuel filter up in here. And the rest, I'll be right back to fix. Put this on the charger. Alright. Let that charge for a minute. Let's see exactly if we can, yeah, fix this down. Computer board for the car so it can read properly. Let's fix the up. I owe him a damn radiator. Shit. Okay, well, lost a little bit of money on the radiator. That was a mistake, but mistakes happen. So, all right. So let's go ahead on and put that back. Put this back. Yeah, I already got a. So we're replacing all the electrical parts up in here, so at least we can try to test and see exactly what else is wrong in the car, and then try to, or at least be able to take it to the where we can test the suspension. You know, because it got to be able to run or be able to rev up in order to test the suspension. If we can, if not, then I'm going to suspect that the rest of the stuff we got to replace is that. Okay, so we got to replace that filter. That much I do know. Actually, let me see if I can fix that too without. Oh, let me go ahead on and change the oil because they got to have an oil change. So we might as well get that out the way. Basically, didn't have no oil up in here. All right. Gotta get an oil filter. 14. All right. Now we can go ahead on and change all the oil. I mean, change the liquids up in here fully. Nope, can't change that thing. So I'm put it right back in the car. I'm not about to clean up this stuff, but we're doing a TV series, so bingo. See, so far we done got most of the throttle. Did I take the throttle off? I never taken the throttle off. Okay, it says that the throttle has to be taken out. Let's see. throttle. Throttle. Oh. Well, let's see if we can fix this bad boy. Yeah, before we go replacing things, let's see if it can be fixed. Nope. Okay, so V6, alright. V6, here we go. Alright, so new throttle. Everything that'll make a car run. I hope I ain't gotta replace the ECU, cause yeah. You're telling me if that's the case. Oh, let me do this. Let me see if I can. Let me check the alternator. I know the alternator gonna be on there. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's already on there. No, I'm at the starter. I mean, okay, alternator's on there. Okay, so we can go ahead and take that off. I'm glad I didn't fill up the fluids yet. We're definitely going to take off these belts. Oh wow, it's not letting me replace the belt, so that ain't got to be replaced. I know it ain't the suspension, so it has something to do with the motor. Let me start messing with the brake. Oh, hold on. Let me take off the ECM. That definitely got to make the car run. So, no, ECM still intact. Okay, that'll go right back on. Let's start messing with the brakes and see if they start putting that on the list. Cause you gotta stop once it starts running. Nope, and they ain't making me take off the brakes. All right, that goes right back on. Let's start messing with the spark plugs. Yeah, start messing with the spark plugs and see if that start making the list. Yep. Ignition coil. Yeah, that makes sense. And with ignition coil, the ignition coil has to come the daggone plug. Okay, and everything else don't have to be changed too. The spark plugs make the list. Yes, sir. Yep, that's what I thought. So spark plug, throttle. Just the simple stuff needed to be changed. Filter, alternator, battery, and then to get the car running like shit. Cause it may run, but it's gonna run like pure shit. Alright, so let's go ahead on and get the batteries, because I'm like I said, I'm not putting nothing new up in there. I'm putting everything original. We're gonna save the new stuff, the new stuff for our totally rebuilt car. So we're gonna do exactly what the dude want us to do. Oh no. You better get that out of there, buddy. You don't get that. No, you don't get the new stuff. Yeah, you get the regular stuff. Yeah, he get the regular stuff. Gotta get a new alternator. Okay. Can't fix that. I wish, but can't fix that. Put the belt right back on. And I'm put, like I said, I'm not doing nothing else that it didn't ask to do because I learned my lesson the hard way. I remember rebuilding this whole car, making it brand new, and only got paid $2,000 or something dollars after I finished the build. I was so mad and lost so much money. It wasn't even funny, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention. All the boy wanted to do was get the car running so that he could do a TV series. And that's exactly what he gonna get. Just enough to do a TV series. And I can make a little money off on it. And then I can go ahead on and do my side hustle so I can start making money for real. So that when we start going to the other cars, the other story cars, that as we start getting to the finish line, then it's gonna start asking us to do improvement parts on there and stuff like that. Boom, be ready for it. Oh, I already did that. Did I do the oil? No, I think I did the oil. All right, so we're gonna put some oil in it. Now she got some fresh oil. She got some fresh plugs, fresh ignition cords. She got a damn uh, fuel, a fuel filter. And y'all got to excuse. I got a thick tongue, so excuse the way that I talk. I know it sounds countryish and all. So certain words I have a hard time, hard time pronouncing. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to pronunciate my words. All right, so everything's pretty much been fixed except one thing: the battery. All right, so the car is ready to go. All we gotta do is get the battery off the charger, put that bad boy in, and send her the fuck right back out. Like I said, I ain't changing nothing else on him. If he wants to bring it back, that's right. I can make more money off of him. So hey, I ain't about to lose money over that fool. If anybody is thinking about actually having a new day going garage someday, yeah, this is the best way to learn how to do business. Yeah, don't do nothing that ain't gonna earn you money and make you lose money. For the business side of owning a garage, you know what I'm saying? Some people are good at working cars, but some people ain't really good at doing business. So okay, this car is finished. See, oh, actually, $1,847. See what I'm saying? So we weren't gonna get much out of that. So thank God I didn't go full hound fixing this car. I fixed exactly what was needed. It is done, and it's getting the hell up out my shop. The car's been washed already. Well, there you go. Here's your new Pimp My Ride. Anybody who's over 50 knows what I'm talking about. Here's the new Pimp My Ride. Where the hell is the damn Barracuda? Oh shit! I took it to the damn car wash. All right. So this Barracuda is orange in color. So we're gonna probably be doing a Dukes of Hazzard like car. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So So let's get the party started, shall we? See if we can't put a little bit more money in our pocket. This is either a Challenger or I think this is a Challenger, not a Charger. I bet I got that wrong. Yeah, it is a Challenger RT. Yeah, sorry. So I'm more familiar with a Barracuda actually. I mean the back of it, almost I almost get confused with a Barracuda, in my opinion anyway. So this build shouldn't take long. Like I said, this is an old school classic. Old school cars don't take long to build. That's why you don't make a whole lot of money off the old school cars. So when you see me doing old school cars, it's mainly because I'm in the mood to do them. Yeah, I love Mopar cars. I love Mopar cars. Alright, it's time for me to see if I can start unscrewing a little bit faster so I can have my full rotation of being able to take parts apart and back together way more quicker. Makes the build go by way faster. Take the drive shaft off. And like I said, if the game developers decide to make another car mechanic game, I hope that they actually look at my video for the suggestions that I suggested when putting in the new game. As far as doing this, like I said, I think they did a real good job at this video game. It's just a few things they need to add, and I think to really take it to the next level. They also got a motorcycle one that, as of right now, I'm kind of doing. I'm just kind of doing experimentation and seeing how it really works before I actually do a tutorial on that too. I think that I think if they follow the same developers that did car mechanics, and I think they got something with it. The only thing that I don't like about the motorcycle one is, one, when you go doing the testing on the dead cars, you can't steer the cars anywhere before it runs into a wall or runs into something. So it's like they definitely need to fix that ASAP. And like them, maybe they can do a story mode on it as well, and go by how the same way they pretty much have the same action when it comes to fixing their motorcycles like they do with the cars, but the motorcycle one is not really realistic. Like when it's time for you to unscrew things and everything, where you could be able to place the white dot and start unscrewing the screws, it's kind of unrealistic. Like you can see you can see where the screw is showing in front of the tire frame or something like that. And all you got to do is put the white dot on it. It don't even matter if you on the damn uh uh Defender or what do you call a motorcycle? Front oh my god. The arms, you know, or it could be pointing on the arms, the front arms, and it'll still screw. It's like they need to make sure that you can go right where you would be in position if you had to actually take the screw off on a motorcycle, and then it unscrews that way. So if they fix those type of mistakes and errors in their motorcycle stimulator game, it's gonna work too. So in my opinion, so. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the back and let's start taking it off. Okay, so as you know, I'm about to do something different. Well, I may keep the same. I may change the rim. I might get the same rim, but I'm just gonna change the size of it. I may do that because I wanna do a fat tire, low tire thing. Yeah, small tire, fat tire in the front. That's gonna make it look real nice. Brake run. All right. Cylinder. So the back is out. I think the only thing left to do is take the motor out. All right. Let me see if I got any upgrades. Yep. We can go ahead on and finish the screw job here. Get that done. So that's out the way. Like I said, the rest will be easy to upgrade, and it'll get us better and better as we do our builds. We just needed to get the two important things out the way. And if you go back and look at my other videos, it will explain exactly what you need to do when playing this game. So okay, we're going to get motor jack here, take the motor out. And voila, motor gone. It don't show you exactly how to actually take the motor out, hook it up to the chain, uh, be able. I think there was an older version of the game that actually did that. They need to actually bring that back. Be able to see the jack come up, be able to go over, take it down, know which way, where to hook it up to take it off the motor mounts of the thing, and and see the actual engine come out the car. Let's see what size rims these are. And I'm gonna keep two of them if they're the right size, and just get one size bigger or two sizes bigger, one of the two. Let's see if we'll be able to keep these daggone tires. But meantime, let's put this motor on the jack and start taking the parts off so that we can build our super engine. About to say, come on. The rock arms are all tied together as one. I'm about to say, why can't you come on, bro? Come on. Let's take these rods out. The rock arms, yeah. Yeah, the rock arms, and I think that's kind of unique for a Hemi motor. I wonder why the Chevrolet motors and the Ford motors, they didn't think of that. It just, instead of just making each individual rock arm, uh, just do one where you can line them up and put them all together. But hey, what do I? Oh, you gotta take this off. I know exactly what type of motor this is. Okay. The 6-pack. So let's see. I might paint the head the same color. I might paint this motor all black actually, since it's gonna be orange in color. The original color of the car. I'm not sure yet. I wish I had people actually watching my videos, then I could take a vote to see what color they think I should paint the motor. But because I don't want to make everything orange. Or maybe I can make it black and orange. You know what? I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Paint part of what I can black. I'm gonna paint the block. I'm gonna paint the block and the engine pan black. I'm gonna keep the engine head black, but the head orange, the alternator, and everything else till I can color the car color as much as I can. I'm gonna do the distributor cap and rotor the same color, the wires the car color, and I think the intake the car color, and the top will be black. No, or either no, I'll paint the intake black, and then the top of the car will be the same color as the car, the same color as the car. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and also any music that is being heard on my channel, I do not own the rights to. Yo, damn, you off early. You don't get home till 6. But I'm sorry, guys. Having another conversation with somebody else. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, but I hadn't gone nowhere far. So, like I said, we're starting to now get the parts together for this new Dodge Challenger that we're fixing. Hopefully, I'll run into a Charger as we keep doing builds and stuff like that. But I just want to give you an outlook of how, like I said, I do the expert part of building my own garage if I had one and doing it in the game. Like I said, the game is halfway accurate about how a garage is started, but like I said, there are a few changes that they need to make to try to be more accurate when it comes to building building the cars here and everything, in my opinion, so like I said, the sooner they change that the better, but we'll see. All right. So again, we're getting all the parts together. Oh, I just brought that. Damn it. Oh, I already got a new one. Never mind. There we go. So, all right. So we need to get a F transmission. Yeah. Okay. I was one step ahead. A OHV F transmission. Let's see where. Here we go. We're gonna paint that bad boy. All right. So we got transmission out the way. We can go ahead on and erase that. As far as the exhaust, I think it's pretty simple. So, okay, we got a 15-inch rim, so I'm gonna get a 17-inch rim of the same one. I need to get one 15, and I'm gonna get two 17. So they're retro one. So let's go. Let's do that now. Retro one. Let's see. Let's hit the R. Retro classic. They ought to be named classics, but they want to go with retro. Fine with me. Retro one. The retro one. All right. Need a 15. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with 17. So I can really give the big look effect in both rims and tires. So okay, our bad boy. They've done the metal work. I guess AKA took all the so-called dust and rust off on it. Now in real life, a car is not gonna look this clean after you do welding work. So let me say that now. The color of the car is not going to be this good looking and shining. The only way the car would look like this is after you did the metal work, and then you go and prime it. You know what I'm saying? Or put some metal seal or protector on there. So whatever color that is, which usually don't hold a color, it's in grayish color or white. And you spray that on there so that if the car has to ever be fixed again, that it doesn't have any future rust coming on there. And once you spray all the chemicals and everything on in there, I guess most people will then start painting once they prep it and do a real good prep job on it. Then you'll start seeing the car pretty much this clean, or the start of trying to get a paint job started. But in the game, they pretty much go ahead on and show you what the original color looked like. But for those that's never been into the car business or redone an entire car or know anything about a car, in my opinion, a car will never look this clean. You're gonna see all types of welding spots where they done all the changing over and the metal work, like I said, that they did to the cars and things of that nature. And like I said, it will never look this clean. The only time it will start looking this clean and you see all these parts, like all these parts will still be off the car, it would definitely just be the frame itself and the chassis. And most people powder coat the chassis once they finish repairing it as well. So again, I just want to say that when you're doing the body work, now that's what I said in my last videos. I said that's something else that they need to implement when doing restoration on a car. Show exactly how the body work is done, how the welding work is done. Get a little bit more in depth and a little more intimate on how that's done, to see if people are still interested in wanting to do something like that. Because most people ain't just gonna take a down welding machine, hit the X button, and then voila, the car is turned into the original color. It's not like that. Trust me. When doing real welding work, you're gonna see where all the patches and work was done, where you see rusted spots were on the car before you see the paint job look this good. But that's just my opinion. And another thing, you see how the inside of the job looks where the dashboard is already put on? The dials and everything is in. None of that is going to be in the car once you finish doing the welding work. All of this right here, the gear shifters, the carpet, everything in here will be removed. All of this will be nothing but metal. Because again, when you're doing restoration on cars, the floor panels usually need to be worked on. You know what I'm saying? The wheel covers on the back of here, you know what I'm saying? Most of that needs to be repaired. 9 out of 10, the trunk is all damaged. That's usually repaired. All of this will be metal. None of this, the carpet will not be in. The only time you will see the carpet in a car is when they have completely finished the metal work, painted it, primed it, painted it, and they starting to do the restoration. This here wouldn't be in there. This Dodge symbol, none of this chrome that you see will be on there. Like I said, this entire car, even the chrome that helps put in the windows, none of this will be on a car when you finish stripping it. So maybe in the next game that they develop, they will show this so they can be more realistic on how they restore a car. But other than that, like I said, I digress. Let's go. So now, okay, I was talking so much I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, okay, so we got the rims. Okay, so let's get rid of these parts that we can't repair, except for one. I want to put the car's original color on there. Actually, no, I don't have to do that because the rails on the car will still look the same color. So okay. So the last thing we need to do is get the motor, the motor parts ready to go. So most of these are Hemi, except for the heads and other stuff, which is the 440. So we're gonna be looking for 440 parts. So let's get the Hemi parts out the way first. Yeah, only the rods and everything else will be different. We got to go to the old HV department for those parts. All right. All right, so let's go to Hemi. Get that out the way. And usually when you're at Hemi anyway, you usually find the other parts that you need too. So see, like the top, the cover that we need for the carburetors that we're gonna put in. So the 440, boom, 440. Okay, we need the 440 covers for sure. All right, all right. We need the belts. That's Hemi. Hemi. We need the oil pan. We need the rockers. That's gonna go on that. And that's all that we can use for both the Hemi and that. The rest we go to the other side for the parts. Uh, oh no, not yet. We got to go to the OH department now, the OHV department. We got to get a few parts from them to, and there we got to get the cam gear and the timing chain. If I'm correct, the crankshaft pulley. Uh, uh, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. I can get the timing chain already, and I can get my rods here too. Um, now, as far as the fan, I think I need. We'll see. I'll let that be the last thing that we get. So let's now head over to this department here and get the materials that we need. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get some spark plugs. I like to go ahead on and get extras. So, like I said, when I start doing builds, I can already have the parts ready to go. All right, so let's get that done. The ignition core. Uh, we ain't gonna get a whole lot. We definitely need this. I'm only gonna hold 5 of these. Right now, I'm only gonna hold 5 of these. 5 of these. So I don't have to. Let's see. Um, for the this, I only need one, which is the F. Um, let's see. I've already got the transmission out the way. We'll do the exhaust system later. The pistons, we got to get the pistons. We got to get regular pistons. Oh, and I got to get the rings too. Yeah, I forgot. I got to get the rings. Yeah, I ain't gonna buy a whole lot of them. Just gonna get exactly what I need for right now. Let's see. All right, so let's go to Hemi and let's get the rest of the remaining parts. Okay, so the 440, we need the filter, we need the cam shaft, we need the heads, we need the 440 exhaust manifolds to go with it. We need the wires. We need the intake, and that's it, I think. So let's just get the rings. Then we can start worrying about doing painting, which is my favorite part. This is where the creation and the designing comes in. Oh, and we gotta get another oil filter. Yeah, Everything else is done with a what I call the Chevrolet motors. It's the OHV parts, but got Ford oil filter. Go figure. All right. So let's get the paint. So we're doing black and the car's color. So let me. Okay. So these parts need to be black, pure black. So we can do a really nice engine color going inside when we. So yeah, this is the car's original color, and it's a solid color, which I don't like. We're gonna go with metallic. Okay, so uh, let's see. So the engine itself is going to be black or grayish black color, however you want to call it. But yeah, black or fan black. As far as this, we're gonna make this the car colors. Yeah, let's make this the car colors. Yeah, got to be the car colors. Yeah. Okay. The engine heads are definitely gonna be the car's main color, like I said. Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay, yeah, that's gonna be nice when it's done. Okay, okay. I'm envisioning it just like I thought. Okay, so we're gonna paint these, like I said, the car colors. All right, we're gonna make the engine look nice. Yeah, we're gonna make the covers black. So yeah, so I don't see yeah. So I think it'll make the engine heads pop out with the engine, in my opinion, anyway. I want to see something with the springs. Let's make the springs black so they match the color of the engine. Yeah, let's do that instead of just all orange. Let's match it with the engine and what the color's gonna be. Yeah, let's do it that way. We're gonna give it the engine color for the transmission. Yes, sir. Ooh, that thing look pretty. Look pretty. It's looking pretty, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Okay. So for the engine, let's see. Like I said, we're gonna match the engine's colors. Uh, Actually, no. I want to go with the ooh. Yeah, let's go with the engine's color for this. And I want to paint everything orange for the yeah for the car. Yeah, let's go all orange for the distributor. Everything else. Oh, I know what it is that I forgot to get the distributor cap. Uh, I always forget something. I always forget something. Shit. Yes, the distributor cap. All right. Now the rims are going to be black. I've already decided that the rims need to be black to match. I thought about going with the. I thought about painting it the chrome for the same color as the car with black tires, of course. But I think all black would definitely make the car pop out. Hold on, let me get an opinion. All right, I've talked it over with some people, and I'm going with black. No, I'm saying I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the car's color scheme and do black tires. I think I'm gonna go that part, and so we're gonna see, you know, see if I did the right choice here. So we're gonna paint the wires orange. Yeah, we're gonna paint the intake black, so it look like it's blending with the car. Okay, the oil tank, like I said, black. Yeah, we ain't gonna paint the daggone oil filter orange so it can match the car. Shoot. Who says it has to be yellow? Okay, yeah. So here's what we need to start painting. So these here gonna match the car colors. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. Yeah, I'm starting to like this idea. Yes, sir. If only we could paint the alternator. Actually, we might can, because I didn't even get the alternator. Let me get the alternator, see if it gives me the option to paint the. Oh, I just did. I got the alternator. Duh. Thing thing. You stupid. Okay, so so anyway, now that I answered my own question, uh, let's see. Now this is gonna be the hard part. Should this be black or orange? Like the no, this gonna be orange, so it'll match all the other parts, and then the timing cap will be black. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll paint this orange, but the timing cap black. All right, so let's get to doing these rims. So now this is where I'm going to custom paint these rims like I want. So basically, we're going with the chrome. which means this is exactly what we need to do to paint our our, our car in the matching color that it's gonna be in the whole nine. All right. Oh, actually, yeah, yeah, we hit the right color now. Okay. Okay, so I think we got everything we wanted painted on the car. Let me make sure everything is decked out the way that we want it. This is how I do it before I put the car back. Usually I paint the brake calipers, but because of the way that the rims are, I don't think it'll really matter. But you know what? Not gonna shortcut it. We're just gonna paint it the same color as the car. I normally don't do that, but the hell with it. Okay, so do I want to have all four matching tires or two different ones? Uh, well, let's go with all four tires on the same ones and just let's do it that way and see what it does. So we're gonna do the 225s on the 15, and then uh, all right, let's do it like that. Okay. A plan is forming, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, we were right to paint the rims orange. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we definitely was right to paint them. Let's see. Let's see if they name under RT. See what happens. Uh, no. Let's try challenge. Let's see what happens there. Oh, okay. Yeah, bench challenger. Well, which challenger? Oh, hold on. Usually, if you want to know what type of seesaw, what I go is when I go to install and see what the outprint looks like, and if whatever the outprint is, that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's these right here. This bench, these seats, but not the steering wheel. Oh, what type of steering wheel did we have? Let me see. Okay, that threw me off guard. Let's see. Oh, steering wheel 3. Gotcha. And Wyoming license plates. Okay, so we're gonna glad we kept that, so we know exactly what license plates to get. Ooh, steering wheel 3, Wyoming license plates. I know what's something else I did wrong. I just thought about it. I brought 2 brake pads too many. It's all good. We'll get our money back and then some. All right, let's start installing our motor, shall we? Oh, my first real creative build. Oh, it's good to get to this part of the game where we ain't just got to build the motor and build it cheap. We can build it in the way that we want to. See, still we always forget something. I forgot the rock holders to hold the pistons. Yeah, yeah, I forgot to get the rod caps. Excuse me. And I forgot to get these. Crank, let me see what you call these. Just when you think you got everything covered. The crankshaft bearing caps. Yeah, I got them as well. I think now I got everything. I'm starting to love my plan. Other than not being able to paint, uh, this is the only thing I wish I could have been able to paint, the exhaust manifolds. Oh my goodness. That's the only thing that has a stay chrome. Dynamic. Alright, so we're putting the rods in. Get our spark plugs in. Okay. Man, this motor is looking better and better as I start putting the parts on the switch. Well, at least the exhaust manifolds can match with the crank pulley. Thank goodness. Have something chrome on there to match with it, so it don't stand out ish. Well, if you want to count the bolts too, and actually the fan that's gonna go on here. I ain't think about the fan. I could leave that chrome so everything so that'll match as well. So that's exactly what I think I'll do. What I thought about, I did think about painting the fan, but I'm gonna leave that chrome so it too can match. Yeah, everything is matching where it's supposed to be matching. Hot dog. Ooh, this motor is looking sick. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion anyway, this motor's looking sick. Let's get our carburetors. There's something else I forgot. Uh, Fortunately, you can't paint the carburetor. But you wouldn't have to because the cover is gonna cover the most of the carburetors anyway, so you're not gonna. Plus, it matches the chrome on the side, so I didn't think about that too. Oh man, this build couldn't have came out any better if I dreamed of it. Some parts a little bit more orange and dark orange where it should be, but all in all, so make sure I got everything built. Yeah, so everything is on the motor, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is our finished product, which is gonna look nice when we put it in the motor. Just watch and see. Just watch and see. There's one other thing I want to paint too before we put this in here that I forgot to. I won't even paint the gas tank. I know that's a little bit overboard, but I don't care. That's painted actually a solid color. That's the color that it's gonna look like when we start doing the paint job on it. With a little glare, with a little glossy at the end of it, but oh, wait a minute. I think we know what type of engine covers we're gonna need for the end of this bad boy. Let's see. Let's put in Hemi and see what comes up. Alright, the Hemi 6.1. But it could be these. Let me see. Nah, it ain't them either. Oh, it's the Shakers. Alright, then we getting little muffins. Oh, I got the wrong mufflers. I just wasted money. I just wasted money. I wasted money. What was I supposed to do with a thing? Thought I had it right. I know it has 3 engines on it. So what are those 3 engines? Is that a muffler E? Let's try that. Was I supposed to put a muffler E on it? Yep. So it's a muffler E. Man, I just wasted money. I hate wasting money, but I'm gonna make it back up. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make it back up to you. Let's put the rest of the parts on here. Let's get this money for the car. And another thing about this game too, when you start putting the parts back on, I wish they would implement the jacks and stuff that you would need to hold the part up as you installing it. You are not going to put no parts, as some people will already see, by just putting it in mid-air and then you put the bolts in to put the part together. That's also not gonna happen for those that are not too bright. So that's for the bright motherfuckers. But all right, back to this thing. That's another thing I hope that they can implement if they do another game for the car stimulator, man. There's so many options that they can go in, and I think they'll get higher sales for the game too. So there are a lot of people that do love these stimulator games. I just bought something else that I didn't have to buy. It was this part, and not the. Well, at least I got. When it's time for me to change these rubber things, I got two extra ones. I ain't got to buy. Yeah, I'm keeping them because I know I'm gonna have to need them again when I start doing repairs of the car. Uh, so let's upgrade our bank account, shall we? B. All right. All right. So the entire bottom is finished, and this car is starting to look more and more beautiful. Good, goodness. So if we were to sell it right now, we could get a profit of $16,000. But we worked too hard to get to this point and not finish. I've seen people in the game that actually built a car halfway and then sold it. Like you had the motor and everything. You didn't buy the motor and all, but you brought enough parts to build it halfway. It only gets a small amount of money. Where if you'd have went and took the big risk, you could have went on ahead and got the full amount and then some back. Like I never will understand that, but like I said, that's just me, I guess. So that's just me. Oh, by the way, yeah, battery. Which is something else. Oh, radiator. See, the more you start building cars, the more you realize some of the stuff that you done daggone forgot. I think I already got one too. Yep, I already got four. Like an idiot, I bought an extra one, but that's all right. Woo, but thank God we didn't have to buy the rest of these. Shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put the battery in. All right, now, realistically, I could put all of the extra parts up in here and then put the motor in, but I like to be more realistic. So in real life, I just put in the parts where I would think that if I was actually putting the motor in, that the parts wouldn't get in the way. Now maybe I don't have to put the brake cylinder. Matter of fact, let's take the brake cylinder off. Yeah, in real life, you wouldn't put the brake cylinder on until last, but basically you wouldn't put anything in till. You know what? Let me do it like that. I'm sure. Let me do it like that. So since I since I said that I want to give a more realistic approach. So if we was really putting the motor in, we wouldn't put nothing in the car first, but the motor and the transmission. So let me go ahead on and install the motor. Now you see the motor jack magic trick. Ta-da! Engine in. Alright, so we can put that away. Yeah. Well, I didn't take the electric thing out. Oh, and another thing too. In real life, uh, the fuses and the relays that you see put in this car will be attached to what's called a wiring harness that will go throughout the entire car, so you can operate, tail lights, the headlights, and everything else that needs electricity in there. The gauges and stuff like that. That's something else I wish they would put in there to implement and make it look more realistic. Because all they got is a fuse box, but no one knows what the fuse box is hooked to. So yeah, for anybody who's thinking about doing restoration for real, yeah, know that a wiring harness, you'll be buying a wiring harness to hook up to this fuse box. But those who are not really, these are for people that really don't know that much about cars. But all right, so now that the motor's in and it's miraculously hanging in midair without the motor mounts. In real life, the car, this motor will be sitting on motor mounts. Uh, Hopefully they'll implement that if they ever do another new game as well. So it'll be realistically how the motor can be installed and where it would be placed at. So okay, so we're gonna lift up this, and then we're gonna go ahead on and attach the transmission. Now some people try to put both the transmission. That what they'll do is, since they have the car completely torn apart, they won't have the frame on or anything, but the chassis will already be attached. So they will just take the motor and the transmission and place it down. It'll be pretty easy to put in and make sure it's lined up and in place right. And once they do that, then they'll put the frame over top of that later on. So that's how that's actually done in real life. All right, so let's do that. Let's put in the drive shaft. All right. And realistically, these are the parts that will go on first as you install in the car. All right, so that is on first. Oh, I forgot about these here. Uh, so right now we would be getting $55,839 if we would sell it right now, but still not enough money. But let's see what else we need to install. Front exhaust. Oh, the 440s. Okay. All I had was just put that 440 in here. And we need those two parts there. Yeah. And then, that's it. All right, so everything is installed from underneath as it's supposed to, and then once we let it down, then we can start putting the other stuff around it. So let's go ahead on and start putting that together. So we can put back in the brake cylinder, which will go next. We can put that. We can put the transmission cap can on there. We can put the battery in. We can put the radiator in. And boom. All right. So now that we got all of that in, we can go ahead and put in our fluids. And then once we do that, I think we got everything hooked up to give it a test run and start. See how it sounds. Alrighty. Got to put in the water, coolant, and windshield wiper fluid. Like I said, if you look back at my earlier videos, I will explain how they need to put vacuum hoses and other hoses that lead to these reservoirs that hook to the motor. So it can show how it's actually hooked. Like right now, this radiator should have a top hose going to the motor and a bottom hose going to the motor. But again, for those who are looking at, and a little hose that goes here too. That hose travels to the water reservoir that is supposed to. It's supposed to be a water reservoir for this too, but for some reason they don't have that in the game. All right. I think I got everything installed. I got all the fluids in. So okay, let's give it its first start since coming out the junkyard. Oh, now like I said, in real life, once the outside was put in, then you have another group of men installing all of this. This is where the wire harness and all of this will come in, making sure everything is in the right spot, in the right places to look, so the car will kind of look like this and ready to go when it's time to do a start. Now, personally, I would have a better knob than this on the gear shifter there, but that's just me. And this is an automatic, it looks like anyway, so. Ooh, listen to that baby roar. Mm. I love going to the junkyard, getting a car that looks like it's off the bed, and bringing it back to life. I really do. It shows you the mindset that you can have to bring any car back that you want to. I believe any car can be saved. Some cars may take more time to repair than others, but if it's a very only time I would take any car, if a car that's so rare out there that it's not out there, I don't care how damaged it is. If it can be repaired, I'm going to repair it, no matter how long it takes. Also, it's more money. The more time you got to take to try to get it back into rare shape. Listen to that. Mm. All right. And like I said, on this game too, you can also adjust the carburetors and stuff, the fuel mixture on here. Now, of course, it also is unrealistic, but I'm gonna show you how they do it in the game. But it's time to do it. So now that we got the inner parts on, time to put the body parts on. What I'll show you. So we just need to buy a hood, the right side of the door, and the front and the back bumper. And then everything else we got to get. So let's go to the body. There's nothing special about that. So we need the windows. Yeah, rear bumper, not the front bumper. Trip. We need the fenders, hood, everything else after that. Mm-hmm. Now, also, when you're putting body parts on, it's not exactly put on uh, as you see this in the game. There's a whole lot of glue and stuff that's going to be used. Like the trim that you see right here, that will be put on first before you put on the window. And then I think they take some glue and stuff to be able to place windows in the car. Actually, I think they put the windows in last so they don't. I got it right though. What are you talking about? Yeah, personally, I would put the windows in last so it won't break. That's just me. But anyway, so we're gonna put on the fender. Gonna put on the bumper and all that. Now with the bumper, they just pretty much place it on there, but of course you got to, bolt it down and all that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. But some of y'all know that already, so let's keep going. All right, so put in the lights. I like to put the hood on last. We need to get some Wyoming plates. Look at that car, boy. It's coming together. It's coming together, ladies and gentlemen. Now, once the body parts are put on, this is when, and they make sure that all the parts are put on correctly and everything is installed right. This is when the wet sanding process will begin. Once they put the primer and all that stuff on, and make sure that the parts are lined up correctly, as you see here. Everything is fitting right. Of course, they don't have that in the game where they show you how wet sanding is done. So I'll show you my version of what I call wet sanding. It's basically washing the car. That's basically what I do. And I pretend like I'm wet sanding the car, getting it prepared for paint. All right, so now that all the parts are on, let's see how much the car is worth now. 73. We'll be making a profit of $73,000. Because we're gonna need we're gonna definitely need the money to when we start doing the story, more of the story cars, because we're gonna have to do more repairs. So now that we got that on, the last thing to go on are the tires. So let's see how they're gonna look. Make sure that tire ain't gonna look all crazy and be popping out of the car, because that's gonna look stupid and the car is never gonna rotate right. So when you install the car, you want to customize them, but you want to measure and make sure that the fat tires that you put in the car, that it has room so that you have free play for the tires to rotate for. But in the car, you just install them. So we've already balanced them and everything. So let's go to the front. And we have now got a complete Dodge Challenger RT. That thing look beautiful. So you seen how it looked when we got it out the junkyard, and man. So now let's go test the suspension and everything on here and make sure everything is copacetic. So So let's go on to that room. Now, what I wish that they would show that we could actually drive the car to the place instead of just magically placing the car into the building. So, me personally, I like to do testing. Some people will just go ahead on and do the tire alignment and all, but I like to check, like I said, do it realistically. And this is what I would do in real life to make sure that the suspension works. There's no malfunction in the parts or nothing like that. So the brakes are 100 in the front, 100 in the back. It's going to always be 100, but in real life, you still want to do this. So in case, like I said, to make sure that the parts are working functionally that you got. Sometimes you do get some parts that come out, they got problems with them and all, but you won't know that until you test it. So the suspension and everything is 100. Let's go align these lights. Want to align the tires. Usually they all of them are red, but this one was aligned pretty good. All in all. All right. Suspension, alignment, everything 100. Now, let's go to the dyno and mix and pretty much make sure that we get the full power on this car. Now, I don't mess with the transmission. Anybody that knows how to do the gear shifting, and if you're good at that, I will only tell you to change that if you know what you're doing. If not, leave the numbers the way that they are. Okay, so like I said, if you're doing fuel mixture on an old car like this, what you usually do will go in the car and you would adjust the carburetors in order to fix the fuel mixture on that one. But on this one, you just do it on the computer. So once we got that done, we'll see how much power that we done actually put into the car. So here we go. Okay, so if we would have rebuilt the motor normally and put normal parts in there, you would have got 390 horsepower out of it with 4,570 RPMs. By improving the parts on the motor, we now get 728 horsepower with 4,500 and it's either 95 or 65. I can't really see it because it's painted in red. But we got 87% more power that we put in the car. And if you drag race it, that's your number, 474. You know, the way that the transmission is right now. Now, like I said, if you know anything about transmission, if you want to change it, you can also do that to get more horsepower out the car. Now, like I said, my version of wet sanding, pretty much giving a car wash, making sure there's no dirt or debris on the body parts before I take it into the paint shop. But of course, that's not how it's done when you're trying to prepare for a painting. And like I said, maybe in the next game when they develop it, maybe they'll put that so that you can see firsthand how actually preparing a paint job is really done. So as you can see, the car is clean. We're imagining there's no dirt or debris, that we have wet sanded to where the parts are smooth. And now we're going to give it the original paint job that it came with, which is orange. So I'm going to leave the color just like this. I want to give, me personally, I want to give it a little glare. I'm going to make it a little bit light color though. So it can look like the original color came, just with more glare on it, right? Which is the finishing touch on it. Now, if you go darker, it looks better, but you don't want the chrome look. You don't want to look like your car is just as chrome as your rims, right? So I'm gonna go as light as I can with a little bit glare. I didn't like the solid color myself, so I'm customizing my car. And then once I got it like I want, then I can choose what type of design that I want. Now that's another thing. If it does give you the option to give you what they call liver set, I wish that they would give us a chance to be able to change the liver set like they want. They usually just give you what liver set that comes with the car, and then whatever colors that they give you, you can't change that. That's something I wish they would change. So as you can see, this is now. I also wait and put on the license plates last. I mean, realistically, no one is gonna put on the license plates while you do a paint job. I mean, yeah, that would just be stupid. So here is what's going to, the final touch is going to be. I want to give it a little bit more glare, but this is going to be the final touch. Personally, not what I would do, but I want to get it as original as possible. So here we go. We're going to give it a paint job. Oh, now in real life, as you all know, the windows will be taped up. The wheels would have been taped up. You know, the lights and everything, so that the only part that we want to paint is this body part. But in real life, of course, you just put the car in there, it sprays the paint on there, and miraculously, the car is painted the color. And like I said, if you wanted to do any type of liver designs on the car, I wish that they would have it where you can design the liver in the way that you want with the whatever liver designs that they give for this particular car. I wish that you can be able to design that, but like I said, whatever designs that come with particular cars, they only have certain colors that you can put on there, and so you can only match what they give you. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final touch on the paint job. So let's get the Wyoming plate, and we will finally be done with this car. And we will get the final price of what we're going to get for this particular car. So let's see. Okay, so good. Okay, so the same license plate number goes. Now, when you first start this game, like I said, you got to type in the license plate numbers that come in. But as you upgrade on the car, all you got to do is pretty much buy the license plate, and it'll put the same numbers back on the car that came with it. So In real life, they'll probably put temporary tags because, of course, you got to, of course, get insurance on the car and everything. But like I said, most people at this point know that. So we got the tags on the car, and now the car is finished. So we're gonna take it back to the shop. So the final total that we're gonna get, let's see. So when we went to the junkyard, we paid $8,459. So when you add that to what we paid for, the total profit of what we're gonna buy for the that we're gonna make on the car is $88,936. Like I said, if you include what you paid for the car, but we're selling it for a grand total of $97,395. Like I said, which is a good amount of change. So this is where you're gonna make the most of your money when you're doing this game here. It's not gonna be the cars that you gotta help customers prepare, but it's pretty much cars that you build and and fix. And like I said, the more exotic the car is, like some of the foreign cars, that's when you're gonna be start making six figure money, and that's where you're gonna start getting the millions of dollars for. So like I said, we now got $256,746 to play with. So okay, let's go up with another story car. Okay, let's see what's wrong with this car. It looks pretty new, so I don't think there's much to do with it. Let's see. Good morning. We need an expert. I don't know what happened. I was planning a family vacation for next week. I started the car yesterday, and I was trying to turn on the lights, and there was nothing. I thought that maybe the lights were fried, but it turned out that it wasn't a problem. Soon after, my car wasn't reacting to the key at all. I don't know what happened. Please check what's the problem. It would be good if the car was fit for a longer trip and if it were more reliable. At least they marketed it as such, and I'm almost sure that all the indicator lights were lighting up properly because they're supposed to light up right. Looked like you had an accident or something. All right, so let's see what he wants done with the car. Change all the fluids, and then let's see why this car is not starting. Well, let's check the obvious. Let's check the motor and the electrical part on the car and see what's wrong with it. Because it looks like all the suspension is fine, so it looks like it's more of a motor problem. We ain't even got to change the oil, the fluids out of here. We just got to pretty much refill them up. So let's check. Uh, let's check the filter in here and make sure it's clean. I can't see from the inside. So we always want to go simple first and make sure all the simple stuff. See, boom. Filter need to be changed out. Okay. Let's start the car up and let's see. Oh, it's a Type A. Well, other than the obvious that we see, um, let's see what else is wrong with the car. Or let's see if it at least start up. Give us a crank where we can be able to test it. So let's see. Okay, the battery looks good. So it looks like it's going to be an engine problem for sure. Engine needs to be completely complete to perform. Oh, okay. So they're missing some parts. Let's see. So what does this car don't have? I don't see. Oh no, it got a fuel filter on it. This car needs to be. Oh, it don't have no timing belts on it. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, we need a serpentine belt, so we need to start with that at least. So 13. So it's gonna be a really small one. So I'm hoping I don't even have to take this daggone motor out. Hopefully. Hmm. Not the belt that I thought we need to put on there, but hey. Alright, so we fixed that. So let's see now if we can't give her a crank and see what else is wrong with her. I put the engine on. Oh, is the head blown? Oh, oh. Is there any oil in here? Let's just put a little bit of oil and see if it'll crank in. Nope. So they won't let us test it. Oh, come on, man. Tell me. Let me see if I can fix the injector first and see if that'll help give it a nice start. Well, I gotta get it injected. Come on, I just need for you to crank up just long enough to give me a diagnosis of what is wrong with this car. Come on. Let's see if you'll do it now. Well, I guess I need to replace the alternator before I try to see if I can give it a start. I just thought maybe if I add the serpentine belt that it would start. And let me see if I can repair the alternator. Nope. Alright, so let's replace the alternator. Now see if it would give us a chance. Because I don't want to have to break the motor down. And then if I find out that I ain't got to go inside the motor, then I'm going to be wasting money and time. Pretty much uh, tearing this thing down. If all I got to do is replace the head. So let's see now if they let us test it. Let's see. Come on. Dang, damn it. They're going to make me strip this car down. Well, let me make sure there ain't no relays. Let me check that first. Like I said, go simple. Something had a 1 on it. A 2, a 13, a 5. Oh, looks like we're going to be changing some relays. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we need to change the relays and then we can test it. Looks like the only thing we're going to have to fix is maybe the timing or just the head itself. But let's go ahead on and take some of these relays out, which is part of the problem. And then we can do a testing on it for the rest of the problems. And how many relays do I got to replace on here? Let's see. Okay, a B, a, a B, and the 2 top fuses at the top. Okay, cool. Uh, so we gotta change this, and these 2 here. Thank God I got new ones already, so I ain't got to go search. Alright, so those are replaced. Now let's test the car. Let's see if it'll now at least give us a crank so we can test it. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We had to fix half the car. Just so that we could test the rest of it. Oh, so we got to replace the camshaft and 1 piston. Oh, that means we got to go into the motor. And wow, hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we got a surprise here. Well, let's see. They said that the car couldn't start, so everything else looks good. So the suspension looks good, the rubber bearings look good. Oh, we got some braking problems. I can see that. We're gonna have to replace some pads. Okay. Well, let's go ahead on and we gotta change the oil anyway, so we're gonna have to take care of this braking. Now, even though the guy didn't ask for this, like I said, when I do brake jobs, I like to clean uh, the brake disc and make sure that they smooth. Because it don't make no sense of putting new pads on if the brake discs are not smooth. You'll just be bringing it back for another brake job. So you might as well do that. And the discs look pretty daggone good. So let me check the wheel barrels and make sure that they haven't gone wrong. Yeah. So the back ones look good. Okay. All right. So we ain't got to do nothing with them. So we do know that the brakes are going to be added to this and the engine head for sure. And we got to replace the piston up in there. I usually go ahead on and replace the all the pistons up in there because, like I said, we're getting discount for the part, so it ain't gonna cost as much now to replace the pistons. I hate to put a brand new piston up in there and then the other pistons are halfway done or halfway, But that's just me. So like I said, if you're far into the game where you got money and that you know what I'm saying, that you get discounts on the parts, that's what I do. But for those that just want to fix the car as is, here you get. Like I said, the man's trying to do a road trip, so I'm gonna get him ready. I want to check that transmission. He said it ain't running right, so yeah, transmission is definitely something that needs to be checked. So I might have to take. I mean, it don't take long to just take a look and see if the transmission is alright. So let's take this part off. Oh, good. This is one of this type of motors I ain't got to take the car down in order to take the daggone start off. Transmission look good, so we ain't got to deal with that. So we can put those parts back. No, let me think. No, because I got to change the cam in here. So yeah. No. So it'll probably be easier for me to take the engine out. So it's only a 13. It's a 3-head monster. So it ain't gonna take long to take this motor out, change the part, and put it back in. Compared if it was a big, huge motor. So I think I would get my money out of it if I did it that way, because I got to take the heads and everything off to get to the pistons anyway. So there you go. All right, so we got to do a brake job, take the engine head off, and yeah, that would give us the rest of our repairs. Let's ring this out, because yeah, we're gonna take the motor out. That means the water's gonna spill, and I ain't trying to pay a spill fee. Yeah, I need my money. Okay. Transmission out and the front exhaust pipe out. We should be able to take the motor out with ease. So let's go. There it is. So let's take it over to our motor mount and let's fix this car. And we're gonna clean up this motor and basically make a brand new. Like I said, it don't cost much to, clean up the motor. And make sure that when we start putting it together, it's practically brand new and that my boy will be ready to take this out on the road. Now this particular car, I think I'm gonna give brand new spark plugs and ignition coil to give it a little spunk to it. That don't cost much to do. So yeah, like I said, I'll get my money back and then some because we just did a brand new car. And like I said, I want to get my boy ready because he's trying to go out on a road trip. And like I said, if I'm advertising my own shop by doing this, maybe he'll help me build more clientele. Like I said, just my opinion, but let's see if we can fix this camshaft. Hopefully we can fix it. If so, then we ain't got to buy one. Like I said, anytime it'll allow you to fix a part, more money that it get put in your pocket, and you know what I'm saying. And yeah, and you can make. So we're gonna have to get a brand new engine head, of course. Turn this over. Take out these three little pistons. Let's just see just how good they are. Sometimes they're good enough. You may not have to change them, you know. But like I said, you know, if I put a brand new motor in there and if I clean this block up and all, yeah, you know, I'll go ahead on and put three new regular pistons in. So what did we forget to take off? Everything is off that I can see. Oh, oh, the thermostat. Okay, yeah, yeah, I see what's wrong with the thermostat. I forgot to take that off. All right, so now that's off. Let's see what we can fix. Starting with, let's get these discs in good shape. So we definitely are replacing those calipers with this one. Nope, unfortunately we're gonna have to buy a can. Blame on it. I was really hoping that it would allow me to repair it. Let's see, 97, 95. Well, the Pistons look pretty damn good. Well, like I said, it's only three of them. Just replace them all. So engine head, engine tank. Okay. And one cam gear. Yeah, I put 13 in here. It don't even give me the head that I need. Come on, man. You got everything else 13. All right. got the last break this, so I ain't got to worry about it. And let's go on and put this motor back together. It won't be 100%. It'll be damn near close though. Enough where he'll definitely be able to take quite a few road trips. I know I got the right head. You tripping? What in the world is going on? Let me look again. I know I had the right engine here. What is going on? 13, 13. Is there another type of 13 I don't know about? Don't tell me there's a 13 part B. If so, I'm be highly pissed. Well, I'll be damned. There's a 13 head B, so I got the wrong head. Dang, damn it. There's so much for me trying to make any money off that. Definitely want to bring a new tire, but get a brand new head. Yeah. Although it's almost 100% still. 100%. Nope. Let's see. Let's see. Then take mine. Mhm. All I gotta do is put the brakes on. We done. Oh no, put that back. No, let's do the fluids while we here. Yeah, I'm tripping. Now, like I said, this is a car reservoir that water. I don't think this is the actual place where water will be stored. This is actually used to have extra water in. If it's over the years as you put wear and tear on the car, you know, and if you want to add more water without actually having to go into the radiator and stuff like that, or if you don't want to open up the radiator cap, you just open up the reservoir, and because that will probably be halfway or don't have no water in it, and you can go that route or wait till the car cools off. One of the two. Oh, no, we actually got to change. Okay, so we got to change this. I got all the. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's put on the brakes. Yep. That's all we got to do now. Put on the brakes. Give her a car wash, and this car is done. Let's see if I can put all four tires in the same. Yeah, they are the same size. So if you watch some of my videos from the past, you will know why I tell people to check uh, the tire numbers, because if they are the same numbers, that means you can put them anywhere. But if you see different numbers uh, on different cars, that lets you know which tire go in the front and which go on the back. So if your numbers are lower, then it's definitely going into. If it's higher, it's going in the back. If it's lower, it's going into the front. So, you'll have a quick inspection. Get it on. Put these brakes on and get this car out of here. come on now. So I ain't got to come out of character. I'm trying to swing over to the other side of the car like this so I can go on and put the brakes on. Makes it faster that way than just. Alright, now I usually would let it down on the left, but I want to get it out the way, so let's take it to the car wash. Alright, so that car is finished. Nope. Yeah, it's finished. Okay. I thought we missed something. We're getting close to, we're getting basically $5,000 for the job. So yeah, we actually made some money off this. We didn't lose too much money. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm deleting everything that I don't need. Yeah, so I can make sure I can make some money. That's it. Alright. So, let's see if we got any upgrades that we do. Okay, no, they didn't give me none right this time. But we got all our parts upgraded, so. Alright, let's do one more story. And then maybe I'll call it for the day. Okay. My beautiful shop. Sometimes I just love looking at my shop. Alright, car wash. Give her a good wash up. So let's see what's wrong with this one. Change the oil, of course. Lord. Hey, I'm coming to you with a very sensitive task. The health cat is one of the pieces of my grandma had. The condition may not be perfect, but I really care about making it into something that will resemble production condition. Grandpa takes great care of it, but he's showing he's at his age. He just like the car. He could use a fresh approach to the subject and want to surprise him with the condition of exploitation elements. Difficult to access parts have surpassed the capabilities of Grandpa. But he probably gonna want some upgrades on it. Let me see. No. Let's see. So what is definitely going on with this car? Well, it looked like the suspension is definitely gonna need to do some replacement along with some motor work done on the car. So let's take it. Let's see if we can do the suspension testing on it. Uh, we definitely gotta change the fuel filter on this bad boy. Yep. I didn't think it would let me repair it. It would have been nice to, but I still won't start because we need probably another starter. Yep. Won't let me repair that either. Here we go. It's gonna make me have to go in the motor more. Let me change the engine head or the rock arms or whatever. You can't be serious. I got to pull the motor off and replace the entire crankshaft. This on some bull to the uh, I'm pretty sure the rock arms is all messed up. Yeah, well, we check all the relays and all and make sure they good. Uh, Alright, so this is gonna be basically a suspension problem. Let's see. Let's see if we can test it on a suspension thing now that we got to at least crank it. Let's see if it'll do it. Nope. Even with letting us test it, it still won't let us. So we're gonna have to do a visual inspection. So okay, they look good. So other than the frame itself, it looks like we're gonna have to pull the motor, ladies and gentlemen. But unfortunately, though, as much as I wanted to do the next car, I just was reminded of some place that I need to go right quick. So I may have to do another session sometime and do the repair. Yeah. All right. So let's take her back to the shop. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, I think this is where we're gonna stop for right now. Like I said, I got a prior engagement that I just remembered that I needed to do. So it's been fun the last couple of hours of doing a couple of cars. So with that being said, now it's time to say goodbye to all my gaming friends. You ain't gotta go home. No, you don't. But you gotta get the hell out of here. Yeah. Chaos the boss is out.